Tonight, a plea deal for one of the defendants accused of beating a teenager near the Davis Islands dog park. Jace Villanueva cut a deal with prosecutors. He admits to the crime and won't be labeled a convicted felon. News Channel 8's Emmy Darkia reports from Davis Islands.
That's right, and the suspect pled guilty to 2 of the charges he was facing, and by doing that, he avoided possibly a decade in prison.
A total of 96 months of probation, and those are consecutive. You're required to engage in cognitive behavior treatment and to continue until you're successfully released from that cognitive behavior treatment. You're ordered to have no contact with any of the co-defendants. You're ordered to have no contact with the victim.
Jace Villanueva faced Judge Twine Thomas as she dictated his sentence. This after his plea was changed to guilty on Thursday.
Pursuant to discussions with the state, Mr. Villanueva has, in fact, fully accepted the responsibility of his actions in this really serious case.
Villanueva's sentence is for a lesser offense of burglary of an occupied conveyance and to felony battery. The attempted first-degree murder charge he was originally facing was dismissed. Villanueva is one of 6 young men who faced charges for the brutal beating of a teenager near the Davis Islands Dog Park February of last year.
Various members of the group, including Mr. Villanueva, began punching, kicking, and stomping the victim throughout his body, including to his head, causing the victim to lose consciousness.
The state attorney's office agreed with Villanueva's sentence. In a statement, they told us they believe everyone should be held accountable for the role they played, but also the victim has chosen not to move forward, has relocated out of the state, and wants to move on from this incident. Taking all these factors into account, we agreed to resolve Mr. Villanueva's case with a guilty plea to reduce charges in exchange for 8 years of probation. The judge also granted a withhold of adjudication.
You're being given a withhold of adjudication. You may not yet appreciate the value of that. It's a gift.
The measure entails.
What that means is that the individual will not be a convicted felon, and that means at some point in his life he can get his rights preserved. That means he can own a firearm if he chooses to own a gun in the future. He can run for public office, and he can serve on a jury.
The judge mentioned that Villanueva might be able to petition to terminate his probation after 48 months. This if he successfully meets all the requirements till then. In Tampa, Emmy Darkia, 8 on your side.